the time has come to finally stop saying articulation better than Spider-Man, because we finally have articulation that's better than Spider-Man, and it's from the new Spider-Man. So yay. How are you doing, everyone? Hi, it's me. I'm doing this way out of order, but I hope everyone's doing okay. Today we're taking a look at the retro Spider-Man Wave Spider-Man figure, and I'm so freaking excited. You have no idea. I assume you kind of have an idea from how excited I am. But let's just jump right into this. Let's just go through this. So let's go over his articulation, or we'll go over his articulation in a minute. We're gonna go over his accessories first, and then we'll go over articulation. Going over Spider-Man's accessories. I'm pretty sure I just said articulation again when I meant to say accessories, but I'm just so excited, so I apologize for my constant language mess ups. This looks great. I like this head sculpt. It's the squinty eyes. I have not put it on the figure yet, so I don't know how it looks on the figure, but I like it. It looks good. It's painted very well. Everything is sitting properly. There's a little bit of a dent. You can see it right there. It's not that big of a deal, though. But this is nice. He comes with 2 thwip hands. Sadly, he doesn't come with any wall-crawling hands. He comes with thwip hands, and he comes with fists, and these hands just have the standard thwip articulation of going up and down. Or side to side, I guess. I don't know. That one. That's technically up and down, I guess. Because if it was like that, then it would be up and down. So, you know what I mean. Let's go over the detail of this bitch. Look at that head sculpt. Look at that. It's nice. It's nice. I like it. The head sculpt, this side's a little bit like up. I think it's a little up because you can see there's like a little bit of paint missing from where there should be some paint. Honestly, that's not big of a deal for a multitude of reasons that I will go over in a minute. But you can see detailing underneath the neck and everything like that. The red looks a little strange on camera. I'm not gonna lie, the way the light's hitting the center, because there's not really like that much. I mean, everything's kind of reflective, but like right here, it looks very strange. And I think it's because this is cast in blue. Maybe I think that this upper torso is cast in blue, so it looks a little strange on camera. But I promise you, it doesn't look weird in person. You can see the spider logo, which looks great. I love that. You can see the spider logo on the back, which both these are painted very well. Actually, I lied. This one's not painted very well. There's a little bit of a chunk missing, but not that big of a deal, honestly. I'm kind of bummed that, you know, we're getting the pinless technology this year. I kind of wish they would have started it with this Spider-Man, because I don't know why it's so hard for them to just put a little glob of paint right here to make this blue, or just to make them blue pins and then put a little bit of red paint. Because, like, look at how much, you know, these are so small on this side. Just go do a little dip, dip of red paint. It's really, I don't understand why that's so difficult for them to do. But, you know, whatever. It is what it is. The web lines look great, everything like that. The boots look fantastic. The blues just look so great. They pop. Everything on this figure just pops, and it's wonderful. It's just mwah. It's chef's kiss, beautiful, wonderful, amazing, spectacular. What other adjectives are there to describe Spider-Man that are punny? We've got amazing, we've got spectacular, we've got... Is that it? I really thought this joke was going to go somewhere. Now, something of note that I would like to point out is that you can put like 40 different heads on him, which is just beautiful. So he comes with this head, which this is the normal head. You pop this off. Be careful though, because look at how thin this dumbbell joint is. You really don't want to ruin that. You know, you don't want to break it, because this guy's so hard to find. I barely found him. I literally had just went into Walmart to get food, and I was like, I'm going to go hit up toys, because obviously always got to do. You got to always stay on the hunt. And they had been putting stuff out, because they had the whole wave of this. And I was like, do you guys just put stuff out? Because there was someone in the aisle putting stuff on the shelves. I was like, do you guys just put the stuff out? And they were like, yeah, we did. And I'm like, wow, that's awesome, because this stuff's never here. Because I've seen Electro and Daredevil so many times, and I was like, damn it, come on, I just missed them. But you take that head, you put, this is the squinty eye head. Let's see how this one looks on here. Okay, that one's a little tight because I haven't put that one on here. Ooh, that one's very tight. I'm just gonna leave that on there for a second. But this looks really good. I like this. He's like very squinty, very serious looking. Oh god, all right. But yeah, something to note, there's like a gap right here, so you can get this back here. So like if your figure is like this out of the package or whatever, just something of note, you know, like if the head's sitting up a little high and you're like, why won't it move? Don't try to force it to the left or right, because otherwise you will snap this peg because of the fact of the way that this is cut out like that. So just please be careful. You don't want to break your figure. You can put the Peter Parker head with the glasses on here. It sits a little high. I'm not going to lie. I think it sits a little high. A little bit. But not bad. You can put the Spidey Sense head on here, so you can be like, oh man, you can have the half Peter head, and then has Spider-Man. So that's pretty cool. I like that. I think that's neat. And then something else, which is just, oh, it's beautiful. I'm so happy about it. As I said in my Peter Parker review, you can fit the head, you can fit that, the 2-pack Spider-Man head, the modern Spider-Man Peter Parker head on the old Peter Parker body, which means you can fit this head on here and you can have a semi-modern Peter Parker, which is just great. I'm very happy about this. Very, very, very happy about this. So there you go. You can get that. And it's something else that I actually just did before I started this review is I put the Pizza Spidey body, or Pizza Spidey head on this figure because the pegs actually are like almost identical, the same size, so you don't have to worry about like, you know, it being too small or whatever. But you can put that head on here. The color difference is there like a little bit, but it's really only on camera that's that noticeable. But I love how this looks. This, for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure, but it reminded me of Spectacular Spider-Man. I don't know why, but it also reminds me of like this, just for whatever reason, reminds me of 3 Spider-Mans mixed together. It reminds me of Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and the Spectacular Spider-Man animated show. Why that is, I'm not 100% sure. I think it's because this looks beautiful. Like, the suit is like the most accurate looking one that we've gotten, which is what we got with the Andrew Garfield second suit. The eyes look very Spectacular Spider-Man-y to me, I guess. I don't know what that's about. And then the build of him looks more Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, because he was kind of like a more muscly Spider-Man, I guess, is kind of the word. Like, I don't know if that's the right word for that. But just, oh man, this figure is just gorgeous. You have no idea. Let's go over inarguably the most important part of this figure, articulation. So as I already said, there's a little cutout right here so you can get the head going up that far using, all right, so let's leave this like this. So let's say it's like that. You don't move the head, you just move the peg. You can go up that far, but then you move the head and you can get up that far. It's a little gappy, but if you're doing this pose, it looks great. So head can go down pretty far, actually. We get amazing tilt because it's on the new dumbbell joint kind of thing that they're doing. So that's awesome. You can get rotation. Arms can go out that far, which is, I'm not going to lie, is not too bad, but not great. I am a little worried, though, about getting, like, scratching off the web line. So please be careful with that. Butterfly joint. So arms can go that far across, which is great. You can get them just knocking somebody out. Like, arms can go that far back, which is, that's pretty damn good. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which go up a little past 90. Could be better, but, you know, could be worse. So normal hinges, like I said, no like sword holding hand hinges or anything like that. Now, here's where the new stuff is. So we've got like the Power Ranger style articulation, which some people I've seen on like Instagram and stuff like that have like been dogging it and been like, oh man, I hate they use a style of articulation. What did you want them to do? Like Mayfek style, where it was like 2 like dumbbell joints? Because that's not gonna happen. But this, we get the rotation, we get forward, we get back, and everything like that. But then you throw in the ab crunch, so you can get all the way forward. You can get all the way back. You can get him rotating and then doing that, so you can get him into this pose, which is this is the first thing I did as soon as I got him out of the package, was I put him in this pose. Just look at that. Look at it. It's beautiful. Look at it. And you can get him into like super acrobatic, like jumping out of the way of like explosions kind of a thing. So you can be like, or he looks like he just got hit by a car. You can go like that. So you can just whoosh, you know, Spider-Man. And let's see. Sadly, since he doesn't have any wall crawling hands, which that's something that I definitely am going to knock this figure for, you can get him damn near into a completely crouched position. So that's cool. You can get him into that. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. That's beautiful. That's fantastic. You really just, oh man. And then, oh yeah, I forgot to mention on detail, I'm pretty sure that well, I mean, obviously this, I think his whole torso / like going from his ass to his neck is all brand new stuff. The head's also brand new, but I think everything else is all reused from other figures. But it just, because you can see like the little bit of lines here, like to show that it's a suit. So that's pretty cool. We've got the little bit of the thing you can just easily just kind of take some nail polish remover or whatever and just go get that off of there for ACBA stuff. Back to articulation. Oh, I finally get to say it, and I'm so happy. His legs go out so far. It's better than Spider-Man, and it's Spider-Man. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. You really just, it's just, Look at the difference. Look at that. It's beautiful. Legs can go that far forward and then they start to kick out, but you can get him like that. Get him that high so he can just high kick somebody. His legs can go back, actually. What's cool is they also kind of gave him the Beast articulation, so his legs kind of drop down a little bit. So that's pretty cool. Not too much like how Beast's was, but they actually go down a little bit, which is pretty cool. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees, which go up. He can kick his butt. Robo will be pleased. Boot swivel, which is pretty good. That's something different that we didn't have on the Spider-Man, the Pizza Spidey body, so his like legs were really weird looking. So that's pretty cool. So this can be cast in blue and this can be cast in red. We don't have to worry about like paint rub or anything like that. Feet can go all the way back. Feet can go decently far forward, and then ankle pivot. And just, oh man, the articulation. It's worlds better. It's just worlds beyond better of the Pizza Spidey body. And it's just, oh man, it's so great. This figure is just so good. I don't have the Mafex Spider-Man, which I've said in multiple reviews. And I don't think I want it now, actually. Like, don't get me wrong, you know, it's cool that that comes with so many different hands and webs and magnetic feet and hands and a Peter Parker head. But this figure is so good that I don't think I need or want the Mafex Spider-Man, which is just nuts. Because originally I was like, all right, I'm going to get this, and I'll probably get the Mafex comic, like, Spider-Man, like the one that has the... Because I missed out on the very first one. The one that has, like, the... like comic like lines drawn into it and everything. I was thinking about getting that, but I don't think I'm going to now. I mean, I might get that maybe at some point as like a novelty kind of thing. Be like, oh cool, this one has like comic lines drawn into it. It looks cool. I kind of hope we get that with the Mafex Batman actually, now that I'm thinking about that. That'd be really cool. Also, I'm rambling so fast. I have not taken a breath in 12 minutes and 15 seconds, which is how long I've been recording this video. Before we bring anyone else out for a size comparison, I just want to do this one real quick. And I just also want to say thank you to this Spider-Man. This has been our core Spider-Man on our shelves and in our collections for 5 years now, I think. I think it was 2015 that it came out. Just thank you, Pizza Spider-Man. Let's all start that hashtag, thank you, Pizza Spider-Man, for all that you've done. Because you walked so he could run. And just thank you. I just realized I should have said he crawled so you could web swing. And now I'm a little mad at myself. Here he is with Green Goblin and Gwen Stacy, so you can reenact what was in the thumbnail, which is the night Gwen Stacy died. And that's super depressing, but I'm so glad that we finally can like do ACBA stuff with that. I'm so happy about that. Here he is next to the suited body with the Norman Osborn head from this wave, and then here he is with the Peter Parker figure. And this actually works very well. I like this. This is very nice. We can get Spider-Man kicking the shit out of some suited figures. We can get him as Spider-Man, you know, going back to being Peter Parker or whatever. Like, you could have him holding the jacket, getting ready to put that on or whatever. You know, you can do that kind of stuff. The wonderful world of ACBA, which, speaking of ACBA, if you guys want to check out my Instagrams down in the description below, where I post whole bunches of stuff about, like, comic books, TV shows, movies, but a lot of it is ACBA stuff. And, you know, shameless plug. Here he is with the MJ 2-pack MJ, but with the MJ with a head from this wave on it, which I think this looks great. And then here he is next to Electro from the same wave using the like old Punisher body, which I think this body is also due for an upgrade. I hope we get a Daredevil using this body. For other Hasbro lines, here he is with the G.I. Joe Classified Duke, and then the Star Wars Black Series First Edition Mando. And this looks great. I actually like this. You can have Spider-Man taking on the military. You can have him teaming up with G.I. Joe. And now here he is with the Spider-Man PS4 head. Sorry, I was thinking about doing a head swap real quick to see what you guys would think about that, and then the hand swap as well. My brain just completely just shat out on me. But yes, I'm pretty sure that the legs and then the arms are the Sunfire body. I believe this is the Sunfire body. But the torso, obviously, and all some of this is different. I hope for Spider-Man PS5, I guess is that what they're going to call the second one. I hope that they use this body when they make this figure again, or whatever suit is in that. And I hope they shrink that body down and they give us a Miles Morales. I also hope we get a Spider-Man PS5 Miles Morales, because I love me some Miles. He's becoming my favorite Spider-Man, honestly. He's actually, fun fact about me that you don't know, unless, I think I said it in one review previously, but my first Spider-Man comic was a Miles Morales Spider-Man comic. So, Miles has always had and will always have a special place in my heart. So I wanted to see how the squinty eye head looked on the Spider-Man PS4 body, and honestly, I think it looks better. I think it definitely looks more like the Spider-Man PS4 head, because the one that we got was a little big. So I think I'm gonna switch it real quick and show you guys what the heads looked like there when you put this head on that body and then you put the hands on this body. I think that could look cool. You never know. We'll see in like 2 seconds. So I just did the one, and I gotta say, it looks cool. Personally, I think it looks cool. It's almost like he has like tape wrapped around his hands, you know, like Daredevil. That's kind of cool. I actually kind of like that. But yeah, you can see what I'm talking about really here. Like, that head's freaking massive. What the hell? Wanted to show you guys a better look of how he looks next to Miles, and I think this actually looks pretty good. I think this is pretty cool. And then of course here they are next to my, or here he is next to my custom Bane. So I mean, overall, you guys know already what I'm gonna say. This honestly, I'm gonna say it right now. I mean, knock on wood, but I'm gonna say it right now. We have some other figures coming out this year, but I think we all know what's gonna be number one. This figure is just beautiful. The only thing that would have put this figure just above and beyond is if he would have come with wall crawling hands. But honestly, we have gotten Spider-Mans in the past that don't have, like from the 2-pack that I was talking about before with the MJ, and then the like quote unquote modern Spider-Man or whatever with the weird blue symbol. That figure comes with wall crawling hands that don't have like the little like kind of triangle like pieces for pegs, so those might fit. I am gonna have to try to find mine and see how they fit. So nice I had to pose him twice. Just, this figure is a 9 out of 10. 9.9 out of 10. The only problem that I have is that I wish he had wall crawling hands. But yeah, this figure is a 9.9 for me out of 10. 100%. Number 1 figure of the year so far. But who knows, you know, that Zeb Aurelios figure that's coming out, that Rebel Zeb looks so good, and I'm definitely gonna review it as soon as I can. So if you guys like Star Wars, you guys like DC, you guys like Marvel, you guys like G.I. Joe, you guys like whatever, subscribe. I normally don't say subscribe at the end of my videos, but just, there's so much cool stuff coming out for the rest of the year, and I've put a lot of cool stuff on the channel already this year that I hope that you guys enjoy, and I think you will enjoy if you're anything like me. So I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you guys are staying safe out there, and I will catch you guys in the next one. See ya.